What is going on, everybody? Have you ever used a straw to blow bubbles in a glass of milk? Then you might want to play Slaanesh Demons in Warhammer 40K. Today we're going to talk about the Hellflayer of Slaanesh. This is a 70-point fast attack chariot. Now, fun fact, if you go up here to this search bar and you type in Hellflayer, it doesn't even show up. So that's not a good sign for a unit in a codex. But anyway, the only kit you need here, if you're going to buy chariots, go with the start collecting. All the units in this box are good. And this is going to come with 2 chariots. So the chariot on the screen here is actually an exalted chariot, but right now we're talking about the Hellflayer. So if you buy the start collecting box, you can make 2 Hellflayers instead of this chariot here. We got move 12, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 4, toughness 5, 6 wounds, 5 attacks, 8 leadership, and a 4+ armor save. Finally, we get in some demons with some armor, so that's pretty cool. These are single models. They can't be ran in any kind of unit, which is maybe a little unfortunate. It could be cool to run a unit of these and buff them up, but they're going to have whips, which they can shoot D6, strength 4, no AP, 1 damage shots. Pretty weak. It's like a D6 6-inch bolter shot, but you can shoot in combat, and you can also shoot in friends combats with those whips. So, there's a little something, but it's just D6 strength 4 shots. And it's not affected by auras because it's strength 4, not strength user. You have 5 attacks with your claws at AP 1 damage, and if you roll 6s to wound, you get 4 AP or AP 4, like the other Slaanesh. Those are the claws of the demons. And this one has like a lawnmower in the middle of it. So basically remove those 2 horses you see in the picture in the middle and picture that part just being a lawnmower. And that is the bladed axle. This is strength times 2, which is strength 8, -1 AP, 2 damage. And after a model riding a Hellflayer makes their close combat attacks, you can make D6 additional attacks with this weapon profile. So if you're following along, we get 5 attacks, strength user AP 1 from the riders, and then you're going to get D6, strength 8, AP 1, 2 damage from the chariot itself. And then you're going to get 4 extra strength 4 attacks from the steeds, which are the Seekers of Slaanesh, tongues licking you. The most violent weapon in Warhammer 40K, and also the best way to die is from being licked by one of these Seekers. So fun for your enemy, fun for you, fun for everybody. And they don't really have anything else going for them. They do get the 5-up invuln, and they do have Quicksilver swiftness, so they always fight first, and they can run and charge because they are a Slaanesh demon. Toughness 5, 6 wounds, a little resilient, but easy enough to bring down with small arms fire. But I'd be interested to see maybe a few of these out there if you can squeeze the 70 points. They put out a decent number of attacks, especially if somebody, I feel like if you just charged one into a little squad of Nurglings or something, you could probably clear it out, or a little scout squad or infiltrator squad. If you could catch an assassin or something, like an Eversor, you're probably not losing in 1 round of combat against it, and you might be able to put the hurt on it if you roll good attacks on your axle. So that's kind of cool for that. Also, maybe like a distraction piece that hopefully they shoot at this instead of something else in your army. I'm not seeing this one as a lot of play, but it is only 70 points, so you might be able to squeeze it in. And I think it's maybe going to be worth trying out. Maximum, you can only have 3 of them because they're not squadrons or anything. They're an interesting choice here, and I will be curious to see how the chariots end up working. And we're going to talk more about the Seeker and Exalted Seeker chariots in an upcoming video. So have you ran the Hellflayer of Slaanesh? Let me know. And had you had any luck with it? It's got a decent volume of attacks. 5 attacks from the riders, 4 attacks from the steeds, and then D6 pretty strong attacks from the bladed axle. So a pretty decent little volume of attacks coming out with 6 wounds. So not the worst thing in the game probably, but situationally, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to actually build one of these and start running it and just see if it does anything, because it is a cool model. So we're going to talk more about chariots coming up. Please subscribe.